So things just seem to get stranger and stranger as we approach Warhammer Plus. And this idea, these actions where Games Workshop seems to be either outright suppressing various content creators or through a show of force, forcing all of us in the Warhammer 40K community to ask this dedication, this passion, the enthusiasm that we throw into it. If you face the ban hammer, if you face the reach of Games Workshop, where they can come in and just shut you down, it's a no-win, especially to constantly be wondering or thinking that this is going to happen at some point, because especially given how draconian YouTube operates, there's no appeal. There's no chance to go back and forth or to understand. Your stuff literally just vanishes. And now many channels, but text-to-speech is facing that. And it seems like they're asking the question, while it appears that nothing has happened yet, given all the time and effort that they have invested in the channel, in the production, and just the lore alone, to continue, that's a serious question, especially given how Games Workshop has pivoted just in the past couple of months. And one of the themes that I've been exploring, being a long-time Warhammer 40K enthusiast, I've seen Games Workshop do a lot of different things. We've seen them evolve and take a lot of different stances. And part of that, while I might have felt it was a little bit in excess, I understand, even from my limited perspective, the idea of enforcing copyright, protecting your IP, protecting your narrative. They don't want to dilute the Warhammer brand. I get that, but just how they're handling it, I've never seen anything like this. And how major channels, at first we thought it was just the animators, right? This idea that Warhammer Plus is going to be Warhammer for the fans, and it's going to bring animation to the next level, and they're going to use YouTube as a vehicle to recruit animators. And then we find out, no, it was a recruitment tool for a few, and then the rest are going to get shut down or forced into suppression. And this had many of us asking in the community, other sites like text-to-speech, other sites out there that produce Warhammer content, it's not necessarily animated content, Games Workshop is going to come after them. Games Workshop is going to push that narrative. They're looking to delete anything not controlled, not sanctioned 40K, and I think that'll bleed over to Age of Sigmar. I don't even know how Lord of the Rings is going to quite work on that, because there are multiple streams. But from that perspective, they're looking to control everything. And a lot of friends that are also in the community were saying, Fritz, you're overreacting, or that's too much doom and gloom. And I'm just looking and saying, hey, just look at what's happening and take it to the logical conclusion, especially if you are a lore contributor or a narrative contributor doing this on your own time, your own passion, really putting out that content. Just it's not something that you can sit there and wait to happen. So it's better to put your channel on pause and maybe see how things play out. Definitely archive your channel, but be ready for that possibility. And I see this pushing out beyond just the tutorials to narratives, to animation. What next? Battle reports? Painting tutorials? I can't see painting tutorials, but if you're featuring 40K lore, you're featuring 40K models, you're featuring those aspects, you have to license. I mean, look at the new rules of engagement that they put out. You need to license everything for 40K. That essentially shuts down all of the fan channels. And it's very interesting to see how this plays out. Your thoughts? Another great channel, another pillar, another cornerstone of the 40K community. And I understand that pause. I'm just glad they're not deleting everything or being forced to remove everything yet. Hopefully things will change and shake out a little bit differently.